Scott, what's your initial thoughts after your first 90 minutes as MK Dons manager?
Well, it's a point in the right direction. Obviously, we wanted more than that. You know, we always come wherever we go to win games. So disappointed we didn't get all 3 points, but it's a point in the right direction. I felt that we showed good character against a strong team who were very direct. You know, they're aggressive in many ways, but I thought our resilience and our character was really clear to see today, so I'm really pleased with that. You know, people tell me that MK Dons have got a soft underbelly. Well, we didn't see that today, did we? So I'm really pleased with that. I felt that I would have liked more control in the game. I would have liked to certainly in their half of the pitch, you know, I thought we could have made more passes. Once we got in there and controlled and dominated and picked our time to play through. You know, there was times when we went long, when I felt we could have played, and there's times when we played when we should have gone long, you know. But listen, the goal come from being a little more direct. But yeah, listen, there's loads to work on and loads to improve on, but I think the most encouraging thing for me is the character that we showed against a team that, you know, stuck ball after ball up at the top of the pitch and put a lot of balls in our box, and I thought, you know, on reflection, I'm pleased with that. I think we created a lot. Our XG differential would have been quite high, you know, compared to theirs. I think we had the lion's share of the chances. So yeah, it's just about putting them balls in the net, and we come away with 3 points and not one. But yeah, listen, it's a start.
If you write down the start, then scoring after 8 minutes is a great way to begin.
It is, but you know, there's a long way to go. You know, against a team who were going to ask a lot of questions of you, which they did, and we dealt with it really well. But no, listen, I think the players, it was clear to see they were trying to win the game at the end. We were the team on the front foot trying to win it, trying to put more balls in the box, trying to create more goal scoring opportunities. You know, so yeah, like I say, it's a start. It's our first goal away from home, and it's our first point on the road. So we'll take that, wipe our mouth and move on.
Yeah, it's just those little, and obviously you weren't here for the previous matches, but little things like that, I don't know how much they play on the players' minds, but that's done now and gone. Yeah,
for sure. I think April last year was the last time we won on the road, and I made that clear in the meeting today, that's 23 weeks ago, which is nearly half a year, which isn't acceptable for a club of this size, and we'll be putting a stop to that very soon, hopefully. So we wanted to do that today. We haven't, but it is a point in the right direction. So, like I say, we'll wipe our mouth and move on.
Just talk about the goal briefly, because it was good tenacity from Tommy Lee. It's not necessarily his first choice position, but it comes from that working hard down that right hand side.
I thought he was brilliant today. I've got to be honest with you. I thought he caused them a lot of problems. He worked extremely hard. He was a real handful for them all day, and you know, he tied towards the end, which is why I felt I had to make a change and just have a little bit of freshness on the pitch. Maybe should have done that sooner, but I thought he was really good today. I thought he caused a lot of problems for the opposition.
Just you got another opportunity, of course, another away game on Tuesday night against Harrogate. They had a good win against Bradford. So, I mean, if you wanted opportunities to try and get that first home win, obviously you got two straight away, another one straight away.
Yeah, for sure. I know nothing about Harrogate at the moment, but I'll know everything about them this time tomorrow. Because Sundays are spent watching us back, clipping it all up ready for Monday. Then the Sunday afternoons are all about watching the opposition back, opposition that's coming up. So so we'll get prepared. We'll get on the road, get up there, and attack that game. Yeah, we want to get that monkey off our back and get them 3 points sooner rather than later.
How much are you someone who watches this game in its entirety back and then looks ahead, or what's your kind of process from that?
Oh, for sure. Like this game today will take me at least 3 hours to watch back, clip up, rewind, stop, pause, write notes, clip it up. So that'll be the morning's work, and the afternoon's work will be watching the next opposition, which again will take me 3 or 4 hours to watch that. Again, stop, pause, clip, write notes. You don't win anything by not working hard, so you only have to ask my family. I'll be sat probably having dinner with a tactics board and trying to make sure that we get what we need to get to win a game.
First 3-4 days as Milton Keynes Dons manager, Bit of a whirlwind, but happy with what you've obviously seen and done so far.
I think what's pleased me more than anything is the reaction from the players, the way that they've welcomed me and the effort they put in today. I thought they was a real shift. I would dare say that that's probably the furthest they've ran in a game. I would think that their numbers, their running numbers, will be through the roof, which we'll look at and monitor. But I think the players really put a good effort in today, so I'm proud of them. It's not what we wanted. We wanted all 3 points, but it's like I say, a point in the right direction.
And the fans have welcomed you to the football club, haven't they?
Yeah, they were class, weren't they? Big numbers today as well, so they were brilliant today. I thought they sang. You know, I heard them all the way through the game pretty much, and then they give us a good reception at the end. We need them. You know, we need them. They're big for us, and home and away, and you know they turned up today in big numbers. So yeah, thank you very much, everybody.
You mentioned Tommy Lee. He was a real handful all the way through the game, and in a position that we've not really seen much of him in.
Yeah, listen, we're a little bit light in terms of a number 9, and I think because of the nature of what the game was today in terms of the physicality of the opposition, we wanted to make sure that we had physical players on the pitch too. I thought he was a real handful. I thought he caused the opposition a lot of problems today, and he ran his socks off. He pressed really well. He pressed through to the keeper on occasions. You know, I thought he did really well. Real kind of honest, workman-like performance. You know, so yeah, pleased with Tommy.
He's not really had a breakout moment at MK Dons yet. Obviously, coming in the summer, and we've seen sort of float about in a couple of new positions. But could you see him play there more often? Yeah,
I think it's clear to see that he can play that position. I think that's clear. You know, and like I say, I think he was suited for this game today. There'll be games when he won't play because he's probably not suited for what we see. But I thought he did well today. I thought he did really, really well.
And a few things that we saw that were slightly different. Were you happy with the changes you made?
Yeah. Listen, I think that I would have liked to have more control in the game. You know, we kind of didn't have that dominance as much as probably they've had in the past. However, we did want to have a purpose to our possession, which I think we probably did, but almost to the point where it got in the way of our control, if that makes sense. You know, I want to be more controlled and more dominant. I felt that we could have had larger moments in the game where we just had the ball, and you know, it became, and I said at half time, boys, don't make it a basketball game because it will suit them more than us. We've got to be dominant and we've got to control. So make more passes, like be smart in the moment. You know, there's times when we turned it over for their goal. We were in a good position, high up the pitch. We've then got to knit stuff together and play left to right, right to left, and switch play. We kind of turned it over, and there's no need to turn it over. And the opposition obviously went down the other end and scored off the back of that. So I think we can be better for sure.
And there were a couple of nice patterns of play. Certainly at the start of the second half, we saw a good passing move that resulted. I think Joe Tomlinson had a shot, but that's the sort of football that we've come to expect from your sides at least. Yeah,
for sure. Listen, it's early doors yet. I've had 2 training sessions with them. I think what they've done is they've played a little bit more direct today, which do I want? Probably not, but there is times when we have to try and hurt the space in behind. Had we have not played direct in moments today, we probably wouldn't have scored that goal. So yeah, we want to dominate the ball for sure. We want to control the game, but we have to pick moments in the game. Only moments in the game where we go a bump in behind, and you know. But listen, we've had 2 days on the training ground, and we've played against a team who have kind of made it a direct game in many ways. We wanted to take the sting out of that and make more passes and have more control.
I was going to say, I mean, when you come to places like this against sides like Bromley, who got some big physical players, is it always possible to do that? Do you think? Yeah,
for sure. You've got to take the sting out of them. You know, that's the important factor, is when you play against a team who are like that and are aggressive in that way. We want to take the sting out of the game and make our passes and dominate and control. You know, and take the sting out of them. That's what we wanted to do, but it became too probably end to end for me. It doesn't suit us. It suits them more than us.